Hey yo, what's the trip with the daily dosers who I've coined the Chico Army? And if you're new and you're looking to join a YouTube crew, subscribe to Enlist, you lowly viewer of the tube. I'm the host Tyler, and this channel's content always has a ripple effect, kind of like this. It's a baby fly effect, Ashton Kutcher. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, what did I say? This was going to be a volatile next couple of weeks with Bitcoin going up, down, and all around. Stimulus talks, the markets were bullish. No stimulus, markets they crash. And I could go through all of this again, why it's happening, but I'm not, because I said we should pay no attention to all of that BS. It doesn't matter. It's just short-term ups and downs to keep those in the two-party system dancing along. So let me get into what really matters. Cryptocurrency and the future of finance as they destroy the old system. My opinion is Ethereum will become the de facto crypto settlement layer, which will position it to become the global settlement layer. This week I've covered what I believe Ethereum needs to accomplish this. Scaling on Monday, data availability on Tuesday, decentralized oracles yesterday, and today it's time for privacy and identity. Two controversial topics within blockchain that you could say tie hand in hand, because I wouldn't put my identity to live on the blockchain forever unless I was sure privacy was baked right in. So let's begin with privacy, and when it comes to private cryptocurrencies, it's not Ether. Monero wins that race every time. It's the only one giving law enforcement a really freaking tough time of cracking it. But Monero, it's limited. It's only a value transfer coin, no smart contracts. Ethereum, it's fully public. It's a fully public blockchain. It's not private whatsoever, and every single transaction, smart contract call, trigger, every piece of data is public on that blockchain. Who did it, where it went, and why. Now, what's kind of funny to me is if Monero had smart contracts, enterprises might be looking at it to build on just as much as those Druga dealers. Enterprises want and demand privacy, or they will never put a lick of data on a public blockchain for their competitors to view freely. But it has no smart contracts, meaning no enterprise use cases. So enterprises still have been eyeing Ethereum, just not pulling the trigger until something is done about its feature of fully public data. And stuff is being done. Now, don't hate on me or get mad, but what I'm about to talk about has no token. It's core tech that any DApp will be able to use. This is the Aztec protocol, a ZK rollup with privacy fully baked into every aspect: identity, asset balances, and even base code. Now, if you didn't know, Aztec is backed by Consensus, and its tech is being used to complete work on the baseline protocol, connecting enterprises to mainnet Ethereum. From this March article on Baseline's release in the section Zero Knowledge Proofs Make It Possible, it says, Paul Brody of Ernst & Young explained a good deal of progress has been made with ZKPs, referencing EY's Nightfall project, and work done with Consensus by Aztec, a London-based startup focused on the tech. Now, Consensus founder and co-founder of Ethereum tweeted this on October 12th, Joe Lubin, excited to see the first Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution with privacy at its core. Great work from Aztec Network. The creators of Plonk are scaling DeFi, ERC20s, and CBDCs on mainnet with user protection baked in. He said CBDCs, as in central bank digital currencies. I wonder for who? What country? Well, just yesterday it was announced that Consensus is helping a major French bank with their CBDC experiment. Then, just last month, Consensus announced they were leading Phase 2 of the Inthenon Lion Rock project, a CBDC experiment for the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. So, if this is good for a token, it's good for Ether. It's the only public blockchain which is being looked at to place CBDCs on. And if I had to guess, I would say Aztec is highly involved. Lubin kind of leaked that they were. Now, Aztec's private layer 2 is on the Ropsten testnet right now, but the mainnet is imminent, coming this quarter. In their recent blog, they spoke of what is coming with the mainnet, and it's beautiful. The beauty of what is coming with Aztec's mainnet launch is this. In November, the network will be upgraded to support scalable private access to DeFi. This upgrade allows users to anonymously access DeFi transactions at a fraction of the gas price, and without having to port DeFi protocols to layer 2. So yeah, Aztec is planning to let you access Uniswap privately without Uniswap having to do a dang thing. It can stay as is, which is the right way to do things. DeFi will get privacy for those who want or need it. ZK rollups for privacy on layer 2, which can connect right to layer 1 DeFi. Such an exciting development with the mainnet around the corner. But regarding ZK rollups and consensus, this leads me into the sponsored segment of this video with the team I've partnered with for the rest of the year, Gods Unchained. And like always, the details of our agreement can be found in the description. So there's something called NFTs on Ethereum. You're going to be hearing a lot more about them with the bubbling markets. They're going to be DeFi's next hot topic, but they need to scale, and here's where Gods and the company behind it all, Immutable, steps in. Today, we're announcing that Immutable X, our ZK rollup engine for minting and exchanging NFTs on Ethereum, will be available to all developers worldwide. This is our most significant announcement in our company's history as we run with this industry into a new era. On Immutable X, NFT projects and exchanges no longer need to worry about scaling while retaining the security of mainnet Ethereum. Neither users nor developers will need to pay gas costs for minting and exchanging assets, and UX major funking upgrades. Immutable X is a scaling NFT engine, and it's a partnership between Immutable and Starkware, who is also consensus-backed and working on their StarkX scalability engine, which is ZK Rollup-like. And Immutable X is gonna change the NFT game on Ethereum as a whole, but its first proof of design is going to be with Gods Unchained. So how's it gonna change the actual NFT game? Well, it's called Play to Earn, my friends, and meta designs within the game Gods Unchained has been dreaming of since launch. So playing to earn within Gods NFT-based trading and battle card game is live. They have done multiple play to earn profiles on community members who are earning upwards of 0.3 ETH per week just from playing a game they like. Play to earn within Gods Unchained is called Flux Infusing. So for playing the game, which is highly polished, clean, and AAA ready, you rank up and you are awarded with core cards. These core cards have no real world value and they can only be played in game. But you are also rewarded with Flux rewards for playing and winning ranked constructed matches. If you get copies of cards, which will happen, you can fuse those cards together in the Forge to create a meteorite version of the card, an ERC 721 with real world value you can sell on the market. But to do this, each fuse requires a certain amount of flux. It's their play to earn model. But just like everything within Ethereum, it has been held back by the gas fees. They're too high for a feasible P2E model. But that's about to change with Immutable X, where fusing in the Forge will be open at all times, never shut down because of what's going on with Ethereum's Layer 1. So if you want to get prepared for the next phase of Gods with Immutable X and you want your core cards ready, Flux to fuse in the bank, sign up and start winning some ranked matches with my link right here or in the description. So privacy on Ethereum. I'm like an Aztec, but what about identity? Well, I tried to explain that if you're involved with an identity token who is trying to create their own identity standard, you better get out now. Because blockchain addresses like a Bitcoin or an Ethereum one are used by humans, thus they are already an extension of a human's identity and can be used to identify a person. Now, regarding blockchain addresses being used to identify, the W3C, the World Wide Web Consortium, has DIDs, decentralized identifiers. These are easy to understand, made up of a URL scheme, DID method, and the DID specific string, in the case of a blockchain address. Now, the W3C has all the DID method specifications currently in development, and it shows the DID is going to be cross-blockchain. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Icon, there's Ocean, and many others. And if your blockchain isn't there, I would be worried. But if you go through the list of methods, Ethereum is the one being developed on the most. 8 Ethereum specific methods. But which one of these is the important one? Well, there's only one ERC token standard listed with a specific method, as we can see ERC 725, the Ethereum Identity Token. Now, this standard, compared with other Ethereum identity standards like UPort, makes things a whole heck of a lot simpler, less communication between different things, which means easier, and developers like that. Now, going back to the DID method for 725, we can see the authors. One of them is Fabian Vogelsteller. We know Fabian, the co-author of the ERC20 token standard and the founder of Lukso, who you guys know I'm bullish on, as it has a lot to do with this standard going into full production mode and the blending of the physical and digital NFT world. And compared with other standards, ERC 1056, UPort, or any other, you don't see the growth like 725. That's why you don't see them have an alliance, like the ERC 725 Alliance, a dev group working on furthering the standard, with the likes of many Ethereum devs. Of course, Fabian, but also from Origin Protocol, Status, Aztec, and so much more. Well, viewers, with privacy on Ethereum, I'm going with Aztec. No token, but it's super bullish for Ethereum as a whole. Identity, I'm going with ERC 725, which means Fabian, which means Lukso. Cheers, I'll see you next time.